Hola mi gentes, buenas tardes. Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick, cute little video. I know, boring setup, just me talking shit, whatever. I got some downtime and just wanted to give updates and talk about a topic as well, but yeah, your girl's gonna be a bitsy bee pretty soon. Well, I'm actually already am kind of a bitsy bee already. um, got things going on, and soon, in probably like 2 weeks, I don't really know, but mid-August, I'm gonna be in my fall season for school, and I'm excited. I honestly am for these classes I'm going to be taking. I just can't wait because there's this one specific class I've been wanting to take, and now I'm taking it and I'm excited. Last semester it was cool, you know. It was just I was just kind of flowing through it, honestly. um but it was decent, you know what I mean. I enjoy all my semesters, but I just really feel like this semester, mwah, can't wait. But yes, this fall season is truly going to be busy. I've been a little bitsy bee since like July, y'all. But I just wanted to come up on here really quick, and I want to talk about luxury time. What is your luxury, right? um and prioritizing that and having a different view of what luxury is. Because when you think of luxury, a lot of people, they kind of gravitate towards like materialistic things. And again, just like my last video, scam ads, having money, prioritizing money, and being able to spend your money on these grandiose, things. Like, we think as luxury as expensive. Just because it's expensive, oh, it's quality, it's amazing, it's luxury, right? And in a sense, yeah, I mean, you can get a better quality item that is a little more pricey than a cheaper item, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean it's real luxury, y'all. How I view luxury is time. What are you doing with your time, and what do you truly enjoy? There's this song by Tyler the Creator in his Call Me If You Get Lost album. I forget exactly which song it is. It might be Manifesto. I'm not too sure. But in the beginning intro, he was like talking and saying, find your luxury. Like, what do you like to do? What do you feel called to? Because that's your luxury. It's not like these material, cutesy, trendy items. That's not luxury, where the algorithm is telling you this is luxury, this is trendy, this is what everybody has. What's so luxury about what somebody else already has in a trend? You know what I mean? And this could definitely correlate to my last video, the scam ad video, and what I talked about on there. But I always viewed luxury as, you know, my time. What am I doing with my time? And y'all, when it came to like me and working and this and that, like, I've always picked myself. When it came to anything, when it came to nouns, person, place, or thing, I've always chose myself. Especially in the working environments too. Like, I never broke my back to, you know, invest in a business that ain't mine, you know, or corporation that ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good worker, and, you know, I work hard and I do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But if I wanted a day off, I'm taking a day off. No questions. I don't care about points, woo-de-woo, especially if I know that's something I don't want to do. You know, I know I'm not going to be there in the long term. I've never like broke my back for a job. I've never fully drained and crashed out, burnt out. Of course we've all kind of get there where it's just things get too draining, you know what I mean? And that's the issue, because we are building up these corporations that aren't ours, and that isn't for the community. We are building up the rich so they can have luxury. They can have luxury time while we're building it for them. And that's why I don't chase a bag, especially if it ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to finding your luxury, it's having a sense of self, of who you are and what you truly like doing, what feels luxury to you. It could be anything. It can be materialistic things in a sense, like certain clothes, like me dressing up and looking nice, smelling good, taking my time to do those little self-care things. No, I'm not basing it off the products. I get products that work for me. Watch my hygiene video, y'all. Let me stop. But it's not about the product. It's about your time and what you do with it. I've always been the person, like, again, if I wanted to go to the beach, randomly, I'm gonna go because I feel called to do that. And I'm not gonna stop myself from a calling that I feel like I want to do. If I want to go to the beach, I'm going to the beach. Or if I want to call off work and not go in because something is telling me I'm feeling drained, I feel like I want to do something else with my time, best believe I'm not breaking my back, to build somebody else up that isn't me. And I've always had this mentality, and I've always chose myself in a lot of different situations throughout my life, and it will work out. It truly will. When you choose yourself and you have a desire to genuinely grow yourself and find your luxury within your time, your luxury time, it will work out. No, it may not be the easiest. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and be like it's gonna be sweet and jolly. No. You may have to work twice as hard, but you chose yourself and you learned and you grew. I'm telling you, the struggle will be worth it in the end. The lesson will truly be worth it. I'm telling you, if you feel called to, like, it could, in luxury, it can be a person, place, or thing, spending quality time with your favorite people, family, loved ones, or doing your hobbies. You like to game, you like to get dressed up, do clothes, you like to do whatever. Maybe you do like to do a little shopping, a little shopping spree. Sometimes I will do that here and there, not every day or like every weekend, but when you just have a feeling of like, this feels right, this is what I want to do with my luxury time. Cooking as well, cooking you a good meal when you have the luxury time. I don't always have the time to like whip me up something crazy, you know what I mean, or make things from scratch and all of that. I don't have all the time in the world. I'm a bitsy bee too. And I work and I do other things outside of shit, outside of this camera, you know what I mean? But I always find luxury time, and when I feel called to do it, if I want to make something from scratch, I know I can't do it every week, but when the week comes where I feel like doing it, I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna spend my luxury time having fun and building myself up and learning and choosing myself, and the ones that also choose me as well. That give and take exchange. That's real luxury. And again, there's nothing wrong with finding luxury in materialistic things. Not all materialistic things are bad in what you want to endow in, but not everything has to be a product or you have to spend money on. Simply going out in nature and taking a beautiful walk on a beautiful sunny cool day and spending your luxury time doing that, instead of like finding something else to do. Maybe you have a set routine where it's like, I go to work, I do this, I eat, you know, I don't really do anything. You don't switch anything up, you know, because you feel like you have to go this way. And then you look at like materialistic things, a product, buying new things as luxury, because it's because a lot of these people break their back. And I just say break their back, I don't know why. But they, you know, are hard on, I'm sorry, I can't talk. But they're hard on themselves for a check, for a job, you know what I mean? Building up somebody else's dream, somebody else's corporation, you know? And it's more for like people who are in like corporate jobs and stuff like that, where they're fighting for positions. And you know, that's a lot of jobs, honestly. But like factory work, not really so like educators and stuff like that, but it's not an easy job too. You could definitely get drained. But just balancing, learning how to balance, you know, and actually enjoying your job is a luxury thing as well. You know, you go to work and you're spending your luxury time on something you enjoy. You know, luxury should be uplifting you and giving you energy and feeling vibrant, looking vibrant. You know, you shouldn't be feeling drained. That's not real luxury, y'all. If you are feeling drained, looking drained, and all of that, you know, maybe you do enjoy your job, but maybe you just do too much. You have to be honest with yourselves, you know, especially, you know, if you have kids and you have things on top of things, you need to prioritize your luxury time and really build yourself up. Choose yourself. Things will work out. Yes, you're gonna have to learn lessons. Yes, you're going to have to grow, you know. But it brings growth, choosing yourself and choosing luxury time. I love saying it like that, okay? But again, luxury does not mean a product. It's time and what you truly enjoy. That's true luxury. And I would say I live a luxury lifestyle. I definitely do. No, I'm not crazy bougie, spending this, spending that. I'm going to the mall, spending whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever the media does. Like some days I will go, you know, my little shops, my little local shops, and, you know, buy something, you know, all of that. Nothing wrong with treating yourself and spending some money, y'all. We've all done that before, right? But when it comes a routine, when you don't switch things up, things get boring. Things don't, it just feels normal. It doesn't even feel luxury anymore. You know what I mean? And, you know, even if I do things, it's all about a healthy balance. Like, yeah, I could go outside, go for a walk 3 times out the week, but it's gonna feel luxury. You know what I mean? It is, because maybe I go to a different park each time, you know. That's some luxury shit, I feel like. Or being able to prioritize your time is true luxury, y'all. And doing what you want and what feels right is real luxury, okay? And just learning that balance. I understand when it comes to work and stuff, you have to be there. Maybe you're really needed at your job and this and that, but at the end of the day, don't drain yourself. Choose yourself. If you feel like you need a truly 2 days off, some time off, don't think about the money. Think about healing in your luxury. You know what I mean? Truly. I don't want to make this video too long, but what is your luxury? You know, find that within your time. It's not just money and spending it on these crazy priced materialistic items that honestly shouldn't be that priced. Let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. Especially if you don't know where it's coming from as well, you know. I find real luxury items, you know, like let's say a shoemaker, you know what I mean? Like somebody who's building that shoe, somebody who specializes in shoes and building them. That's real luxury, and being able to see that and do that, you know, in a healthy way, not in an enslaved way, but you know, whatever. I don't want to get too off topic, right? um but or like I say, like my perfumes, you know, I like homemade scents, you know. This is my luxury. I love this, you know. And it's a homemade scent as well. You know, materialistic things can feel luxury, and it's going to be different for everybody. You know, I'm not telling you to have the same views as me of what luxury is, but having a healthy balance in choosing yourself and what are you doing with your time and how is your energy, your aura feeling, that's luxury. You are the luxury. We make things luxury, you know, us humans do. Not these corporations and whatever, these algorithms and medias, whatever they're putting out there, right? Everybody's luxury is unique, and some are going to be similar, whatever, but truly choose yourselves and choose the people that choose you as well, you know. Again, with that give and take energy, I think I already said that in this video, but find it, you know, your hobbies and stuff like that, and invest and build yourself up. I'm telling you, this message also correlates to my last message, my scam ad video of we all have some sort of purpose, we're all good at something, you know, but do not break your back for things that don't give a fuck about you, nouns that don't give a fuck about you, and trying to impress and trying to be macho and this and that. What's your luxury? Okay.